Hello to anybody that stumbled upon this. We're back with Disco Elysium on day 3. Our authority is bad. I just can't believe I didn't notice this until just now. Anyways. Day 3. And I don't really know. Oh, the map's back. What the heck? And then it's gone. Why does it do that? Hold on, can I load? Get that back? Because what the hell? Nope. That's annoying. Other new
Stuck in the
people at
rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
the hotel.
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Can't even get a few jokes. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Let's ask him.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
There's no denying it. Your body needs to feel the touch of some good performance wear. The man taps his finger.
Okay. I mean, again, wish I had a map. Well, I feel like the only place that's blocked off has been the water gate thing. I don't need to talk to them anymore. I do have his postcard still, though, or a photo. Now, there are definitely more people here. A warning officer, he says.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
How was that a secret task? Was I supposed to talk to someone else? Or I did that?
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
What else am I supposed to do? I mean, our salami provider is no longer here.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Why is it so loud? It's like just really oddly loud in there right now. Money. Traffic beyond the gate, more abandoned motor batteries. Lorries. There's no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. What that has to do with apartments. almost broke down the fence and the barbed wire. Swing is missing. No one's been here for a long
Rust
time.
peels off the bent iron posts of the swing. The wind whistles through the skeleton of the small house behind you. There's desolation everywhere.
But hey, at
In
least we
this
can
yard.
finally get to another area. The lieutenant looks at the small building. A flock of gray swallows take off in the distance.
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscur for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago. A black bloc, a part of the city left unrenovated after the war, or one that has fallen to gang violence, or has become inhospitable in some other way.
So this part of the coast is a block obscure.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drunks. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house. Yes, for you to pick up as part of the Jamrock Shuffle.
Gives you a weary smile.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
And is surrounded by 4-story buildings around this yard.
Yes?
You should move, Kim. Yeah, I guess at the moment we're just looking for money and whatever new stuff this side has to offer. Glory says the graffito to the ghosts of us. Someone has left their music collection beneath the tarpaulin. Smallest shirt and sightseeing. Huh. And that's what we had before.
The porter reel is just what you needed. The reel's attached to the apparatus with a satisfying click. The tape is routed behind the magnetic reader. You press the large button marked Commencer, and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing.
Harmless distance away.
Then the organ starts playing, a simple, melancholic tune echoing in the hallway. A lone singing voice joins in, telling you about the tiniest church in Cessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. It's mega sad. A click, then silence for a bit. Then the tape stops spinning.
Okay. Surprised I played when I don't have the thing in my hands. Breaker box to power the radio pylon above you. Maybe something useful inside. Head decades. Old concrete defenses. Children play on them now. Got some money. Creaking ahead. Broken axle grinding. Banged up fuel canister.
A banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
This is where the tracks on the plaza were leading to.
It appears to be so. I agree. We should definitely investigate.
Uzziah did never leave the sunken vehicle. Then has a peculiar look in his eyes as he inspects the wreckage.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water.
It's ours, isn't
Why
it?
the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea. The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it. Rust, moss, and sea life have already claimed it for themselves and initiated a slow decomposition process.
Jacob who?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside. I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
In the swing and wait for the tide to recede? I guess we're doing that.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Hold on, looks very blue.
Yes, it does.
What's your favorite blue thing? What is it with this?
Let me think about it. Let me think about it.
Yeah, we'll try a whistle.
Spit flies from your mouth to your moustache, your chest, the ground before you. No sound, though. The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
Yeah, just keep trying.
That's right. Just keep at it. It will come to you.
With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful, melodic trill that puts even the insulindic thrush to shame. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything. Okay, that's way better than what you did. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Does your dad also, points to your eyes? What? Or like his vision? Taj is sure taking his sweet time. Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches? I'd probably say this, but dang him if I'm not curious on that.
I believe it's following a pattern set millions of years ago by cosmic forces. But I suppose it could move quicker, yes?
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you had to side with either Stryker or the shipping company, who would you choose?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
I understand you're saying you side with the Union, but someone put us a gun to your head.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Squint your eyes and that have a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
41 is his rank in the underground street racing hierarchy. Rubber Chin. Small fish is this one. This must be Tommy 41, the morning host of FM 41. Looks like this factory made a mistake and actually called this one Corpus 41. Stupid factory. Hey, guessing. District something? A precinct? Something municipal? Rubber Temple. Getting a horrible headache. Oh god, no.
A precinct, yes. A police precinct. Precinct 41, your precinct.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy, and the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry. What did you do? No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
This probably does something bad for us, so yeah, we'll just say
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this. I'm
Okay,
afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
I was in pursuit of something. How do we get it out? I can still fix it. The badge, the gun, and now this. At least I can see what's in there now. They're gonna take me back out of this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
People, yes, but not you. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
A fourth thing.
More
Can we?
precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Yeah, we're gonna skip all the other stuff. Well, you just
Yes.
we see it.
Let's
We
go
don't have our
together.
memories. We're fine. Lieutenant to JFR Dubois. RCM Commander's jacket.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my
At
badge.
least something good came out of all this.
Study the badge.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct. The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. Good choice. A newer photo would look different. 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking? Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. It looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, certainly. Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. Wake up the past and tell it to stay awake. The bad times are here to stay. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Harrier, that's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Everard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Kind of name is Harrier, but I don't want to be Harrier Dubois. Don't accept it. Harrier Dubois it is, and
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times. Like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
It's meant to keep you safe. From bullets, hunger, shrapnel, kidnappings, and worse.
Yeah, sure.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not.
Good to
The
know.
badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
And
A
what is that?
lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant. The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter. There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Oh, my rank was drunk.
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to twos. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, and then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings. Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
I mean, aren't we both lieutenant?
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite. No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
That should be a morale
It
boost. Come
matters
on.
more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
Man, I wish I could say I thought my rank was drunk.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber.
But it wouldn't be
reads,
taken as a joke.
That's just the serial number.
Yeah,
Revachol,
Jamrock.
Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure. 4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death to earn that rank. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
He stops.
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva. the badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching.
Yeah, we've heard that line already. You look better.
Yes?
Nice, just off the coast, crackling, shifting, crackles, shifting. Bottle drained of all of its booze, frozen in the ice. Honey. Surprised we don't just slip over there, though. Footprints in snow lead away from the accident. So, Were we the ones that broke the fence? Boat tucked away underneath the tarp cover. Full breeze enough to make the wall planks creak. Oh, no. Well, what's that go under? Goes on her neck. The dark red chair in the dim light of the room. Hold on. Since it's dark.
It's only a red chair. Just a red chair in an empty shack, with what looked like a dusty bow tie on the shelf. Nothing to see.
In someone's abandoned shack. On the coast. In Martinez. In Ravachol.
He's afraid you've forgotten suddenly.
What's with the red bow tie?
It's just a piece of clothing you've picked up. You do that, officer. You collect clothes sometimes.
He sounds a little worried. It's an odd habit.
Nothing. It's just a piece of furniture.
Red paint is peeling off it. Looks like blood, no?
It's just a room. That's it. Just a room. For the broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. Why can't we take the chair? Sounds of life in the north. Washboard scrubs. Filth from fabric. Dinner blocks. Guard. Makeshift fire pit. Magazines for lighting.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
He's gone. Bushes are too thick and thorny to pass through. Plus wanted kingdom of conscience. Don't know what that means.
These are some wonderfully regular pants. Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party. I know you do. These inter-Isolari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be.
Huh, interesting. Moralist pants. So that's what the gray ones mean. Might change dialogue when people see me, talk to us? Oh. My curtains have been drawn. No looking in. Stone, well worn and covered in rust. Take some money. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Woman next to a bucket of clothes hums. An odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
You can't see, then how did you know I was here? Heard us walk up. But if I don't want to, lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What do you say, Ed? We're cops. We don't cause trouble, we take care of trouble. We're cops. We're Hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before? Not what she meant, but we're gonna go with it.
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another, locked himself in that woodshed over there.
He points to the building behind her.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
Kind of ill omen we talking
Oh,
about?
the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
I'm considering a woman. Why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe
have.
they are afraid. Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone. Searching for treasure. So are others.
Well, we might get it
Ah,
first.
look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here? Was in this fishing village? What's further down the coast? Tell me about yourself. Who exactly are you? Yeah, let's learn about them.
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Bennett W. Ferreter Harry Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double. Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Her soapy thumb points to the building behind her. Don't know if I can afford another place to stay. How much
I
is it?
won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
There's this guy, Gart. He makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. They might not look like much, but they are ours. My kids grew up and left like they do. The house is long empty now. I live in the small side attachment. It's easier and cheaper to keep warm.
It's not proper.
Suit yourself. But should you ever need shelter, remember old Isabel and her shack by the sea.
What's in this fishing
Just
village?
us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
I set the first option. There's gotta be something here. Who else lives in this village? Is there a way to make a little money around here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about. Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Who? What drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
There's gotta be something.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses, shacks as far as the eye can see. The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even. Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried,
Oh?
but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
Yeah, let's just be honest.
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting, even through the night.
Ooh, sounds like a test.
And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Perhaps the mysterious music is somehow connected to the case. A Rusalka or a half-demonic Apsara singing.
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is an apartments or electrical plant? I mean, I feel like it's both.
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara. Of note, the old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
If you want to come to a fish market here, that's it. There's got to be more along the coast. Alright.
As I said, it's a peninsula. There's no one there. Just ghosts and vagrants and teenagers making out.
Okay, I hope this doesn't make her immediately sign it. So I'm going to save, because I don't want her signing it. Maybe. I mean, I gotta get some kind of signature, I'm sure, but I just want to see what she says.
The old woman still hums her.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Everard wants to turn this part of the village into a little youth
Ah,
center.
I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Hey, where can I find her?
She's right over there. The dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing. Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
Yeah, I don't think she likes that guy. The little guy gets smaller. And smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow. I don't know why. Like, I just don't care about reading these, but I will. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop, on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house, sitting by the window. White flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning. A modern death. Divorce. Or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him. Make him smaller. Make him less you. Zoom out distance, all motorics, learning caps. Raised by 1. I can't believe zoom out distance is actually a thing we have to unlock. And again, my mouse just doesn't work that well. We got it. Looks, it's Loctite. Can't see the house from this angle. Up and away.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone.
And the twins.
He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt.
You're bad with kids.
I am, yes. And what makes you Kid Master General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything here.
Hey, where's
The
your mom?
kids don't reply, absorbed
I-
in their little game.
Hi, kids. Take care. Your signs illegible below the graffito. Hard to see details. The colors all warm and welcoming. Cozy though. Feels warm in here, not like outside. I think this is ours. Special culp. Let's burn with an orange glow.
Hello,
Also, I didn't even
mister.
see this kid. Young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa, looking at you with frank curiosity.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
What's that?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like,
He holds up the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
yes. Very soft.
Don't deserve him, scum? Nah. But also, probably wouldn't push my cheek against it.
Isn't he soft?
He's right. Lambie is very soft. He rubs the white fur against your cheek, and returns the lamb into her lap, cuddling it.
It's a grouse.
She yelps, smiling broadly.
You might be able to get on Garth's good side if you replace the broken skewer you almost certainly broke.
I don't know.
I have it.
Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Found another stuffed bird. Not the same bird, but not broken either. Take it to him in the whirling in rags. Perhaps he can hang it up on the wall.
My mom's outside, and I don't really know about my dad.
Gives you a bright smile like it's a good thing.
Yes. They don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart.
Look identical, right? I said the same thing.
They look identical.
She slowly processes the words, then snickers with laughter.
Bye!
Well, we broke into this woman's house. Woman of single mom of 3 kids. Flower. God dang it. But it zooms in like this. And it just obscures the left side. Or just a giant chunk of the game. Greetings, fellow drunks. I assume. They gave him that name. Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, then turns his head away.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
Who is that?
Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
Abigail is his wife or girlfriend. Chances are she's gone. Calling her wouldn't make it any better or worse. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk. The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Don't you fucking call her! Hear me? Abigail?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get anything out of this.
Don't call Abigail.
He whimpers, softly, his voice trailing off into nothingness. Doctors are idiots, buddy boy.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
What are you talking about?
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
For the business venture you set up here, why does a bottle of spirits cost 300 real?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
Let 'em see.
You know, it's funny, actually.
Bursts out laughing, then takes 3 gulps of his Pilsner and stares at you.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What?
What do you mean, what? What do you think was funny?
This guy.
He says and shakes his index finger at you.
Conversation might bring a discount, no?
Where did you get the bottle of spirits from?
No, this is medicinal spirits. The good stuff. Got it from the doctor's office. I got one of those scientific ampoules a few months ago. Torpedo, they call it. It's supposed to keep a man from taking a drink.
He spits a nasty yellow clot in the ground before you.
Didn't stop me for shit, that's for sure. 5 lemons with half a pack of butter and you're good to go.
5 lemons, half a pack of butter, and you're good to go. That's a good tip. I should remember it. Sounds dangerous. What's dangerous about it?
It really isn't. In a week, the goddamn kidneys started giving me all kinds of hell. Finally, the missus took me to a private doctor's office. Not a charity, the real thing. Those arseholes charged me 4 real to remove the damn thing. But I came out on top after all.
Have they no shame taking money for a service they provide?
But the idiots left me alone in there. Now, I used to teach high school biology. I know what doctors use to preserve dead things.
It's an exciting gleam in his eye.
Like 3 cans of this blue medicinal stuff from the back room. Threw the snakes out and voila! What's left is this beautiful blue stuff. 98.7% almost pure alcohol. 2 I already sold to these fine gentlemen here. But this last one is yours for 3 real, if you want it.
Don't say it.
Think it will prove useful? Yes.
3 real and it's yours, friend. The deal of a lifetime.
Well done. You got it.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Yeah, we ain't gonna drink
Son, you will not kill yourself with this. Not today. So we're going to store this as a sellable item. Go sell it at the pawn shop for a profit.
that. Yeah. That's great. Quite the business.
Oh. The system's been good to old Rosemary here, and I'm milking her like a bitch goat in the backyard.
What do you mean?
You see, friend, man makes his own luck, and I made mine real good. Got my hands on 3 bottles of liquor exquise, sold 2 to the fellows around here, and immediately invested the profit. Bought cigarettes, bought beer, even bought a bit of speed. And look at me now, I got everyone on my hook.
Spreads his arms and smiles a crooked, toothless smile.
The hook. Where is it? I can't see it.
What? Like you're on your own hook too? Impressive entrepreneurship. Point to his hand. I approve. Or vice stand. Got a permit for this little shit show?
Of course, of course, of course. It is what it is, you know. What it's always been. People, buddy boy. It's the people. Hi, by amphetamine I mean speed. Hi, it's what I said.
Alright, got it.
Good, my man. Now what can I offer you?
He's chugging from his beer bottle and walking over, yeah.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But come back anyway.
Hey, tequila!
Idiot doom spiral. A 30-something man, clad in 2-piece lycra, trademark tracksuit, puts down his pilsner and extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Yeah, I'll shake his hand.
So what's happening?
He picks up his beer. Wait, tequila?
Yeah, tequila sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
Good. These people know your true name. Looks like it has preceded you, Mr. Sunset. More on that later.
Not too hot, and I'm on a 42-year losing streak. Reality is making me aggressively sad. Don't know, people tell me I'm a cop. Getting used to that. I've re-entered reality to conquer it, to bend it to my will. I am the law. Yeah, people tell me I'm a
It's
cop.
good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker?
He thoughtfully picks at his shit-stained lycra trademark jacket.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom's spiral land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Takes a sip from his beer.
This guy's your buddy. You feel it immediately. You belong to an organization, a fraternity of drunks.
We are saving the world.
Looks at his comrade.
Please don't go. Don't go.
I'm going to assume Abigail. Begs a man in the pipe.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out. So now it's a pirate's life for me. It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
How do you know this?
We've met before. Don't you remember?
Nope.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be?
Got time for it, sure.
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
Go ahead.
Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords.
Takes a big sip and
Tequila
begins.
Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
Takes another sip, then continues.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head, right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
Does that sound like something you'd do? Yeah, probably.
Oh, we got confirmation
The
we
lieutenant's
tried that.
brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
What happened then?
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
I'm gonna get off this story train right now? Nah.
Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things."
Oh god, what happened next? Say nothing's more dignified that way. Every word I said was true. Tequila Sunset will break the looms of reality.
After which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice.
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to.
What else was there to do? Thank you, brothers, for your helping hand.
We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
So is Tequila Sunset an event or a name? It's both. My real name is Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother.
How long do we party for?
Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about the person that fucked me? Did I mention losing anything else? Did I say anything about my colleagues? Did I say anything about the case? Did we talk about politics? Did you get a read on what kind of cop I was? Let's go through it all.
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here.
Abigail!
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you. If I had to guess, I'd say you're still working through some shit. Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. To be honest, the details are a little hazy.
I mean, if it's hazy, it's honestly surprising he's remembered
In
so much.
retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one. You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show. Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
Yeah, you said that you'd really behaved unreasonably and failed to uphold your responsibilities as a representative of the coalition. You
What kind of cop?
kept apologizing for being such a bad cop and for the damage you've inflicted on everyone around you. You also kept pausing to knock the heel of your hand against your temples, saying, "Stupid, stupid, stupid." It's a hard thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. Want to tell me another sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum. It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar.
What do you need?
Booze. Did you already forget our party? The thing I relayed to you earlier. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle
anything on
for
me
a
right now?
story. Seems fair to me. Then I will see you again once you've procured some. Par exemple, my good friend Rosemary here sells all kinds of stuff.
All kinds, sir. Beer and wine.
You too, Tequila Sunset.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit. What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Baye, badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go.
Yeah,
Camera.
actually, hold on. What's up with that?
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak, a pulmonary tract infection, atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police. This is the beginning of your legend.
No, I'm too downbeat. Don't say those anything anymore. Yeah, sure. Feels like you just become an asshole.
Yes?
Head too far up your own ass, kind of thing. God dang, perception can go way up. Takes a skill point to forget. Nah, we're just gonna pick up this money. Only for 6. This liquid has an earthly blue tint, that might or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark. It's 98.7 pure alcohol. Keep it away from an open flame.
A drop in temperature, an easy flow of air, an empty street. Before you, a thoroughfare unjammed with lorries. No more drivers smoking on hitch steps. Just silence.
The smoke smell like?
Chemically sweetened. Across the road, a forgotten bus stop. Corrosion has opened a hole in its roof. An elm tree watches over the building. Its branches are dripping with rain and snow. The road is smooth and motley, craters filled with a black asphalt. The asphalt, first laid, is grey already. A row of tenements are under construction in the distance.
Or people that live across the road.
A tub warm with water, white with soap. A man bathes while radio waves transmit the lottery numbers. 4, 18, 21, 4, 1. A modern washing machine rattles a drawer full of silverware.
That lottery sounds rigged.
His boyfriend is on his way home. He brings tins of meat and vegetables with him. Their pockets are heavier with money, but only slightly. Number 312D. Young girls used to come here, huddled up, hoping for more warmth than their thin coats give them. The bus took them to school. It has not run for 8 years. There were not enough girls to sustain its cost. Craters pocked the surface. Children played in them until heavy trucks full of black pitch rolled in. The landowners have filled the craters with money. It is a vital artery of the flow of trade. There's one bump on the road. A dead dog lies flat about 200 paces away, right at the turn.
Aww.
Tragedy comes from the wheels of a fast RCM vehicle, hurrying to work. The cold washes over you. The sound of the sea has grown distant. The wind moves the aerosol. A detective stands behind the boom barrier. A breeze moves a curl of his hair.
That was a lot. Really wish I had something to do to figure out what's going on with the missing map. The black swallow circles above you. Hear it chirp. Looking back at you from the rust-colored water. You. Alright, let's go talk to the other lady. I also gotta go make some money again. You hear the cozy sound of some kind of heater sputtering. Are these things doing in the fish? What are these doing in the fish? You can become more perceptive.
Hi, officer.
Elaine, the net picker. Woman in the raincoat stands on the quay. Considering an overturned boat, a sword and a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with? A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium. The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
The wind rattles her earrings. My questions first is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
My sword pointed at the saber on her hip. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
Hold on, do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot. It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation. From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow that sword? Where are the men now? I don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective. I don't like... No, we're just gonna skip to where are the men now.
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Hey, why if they're thick-headed?
Guess I enjoyed the way he bled.
Her expression doesn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke.
If it is, then why the melancholy?
Gone.
He disappeared? Sounds like a missing persons case.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves.
Oh, say no more. Wait for her to continue. Oh, say no, yeah.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him. Odd sagely. Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? Softly to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning.
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
He glances at the village, where 2 little kids are playing with what looks like rocks.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
What do you do around here?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
This is what is called a conversation. You don't have to be guarded right now.
Well, that beach sounds quite romantic. I never thought the sea brought in anything particularly interesting. Interesting, what have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely. Mines, mines. You need mines.
You know about those human bodies? A mine? Elysium could use a mine. Where is it? Drugs. Any info on this? Major Narc, point to yourself. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? Honestly, I just want to know more about the mine.
Well, the RCM has to wait for another one, because some army folks came by, took it in the middle of the bay, and blew it up. The blast was surprisingly timid for such a huge spiky thing.
Spiky must have been a naval contact mine.
Im's presence makes it awkward. Don't know a good spot yet. Explore the coast. That's kind of funny.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Aye. Sunny days. You got a problem with that?
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat.
You want to ask something else?
In time, when the sea turns and the winds settle, she will be ready.
Waves wash the sand. A skiff moves across the mirror's smooth
Feels like we're
sea,
annoying her.
far away from here. A lone passenger, a fast sloop in the distance, white sails. My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Looking for missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
You who look for animals who are hard to find.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen? I haven't heard about those.
Two odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Like the like. Where do they go? Actually, like the
Right.
like.
Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men, burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it, and it is gorgeous.
Don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right
Well,
now.
how can I assist you then, officer? Where are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Never's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
Oh, what
That
exactly?
Evrart and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too. Aye, if you say so. Probably better that way. I mean, who likes construction noise?
I mean, would it really matter for them? Hey kids, oh, never mind. Planks creep beneath your weight. That leaves a school of fish swimming in the kelp. I just don't trust them.
The policeman. What can our village do for you? What's this about? Come now. Nothing good ever comes from paperwork, in my experience.
And we look at it.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum. The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Why would it be
It's
3
going
stories?
to be awfully close to the already existing buildings, almost wall to wall, practically integrating them into the youth center. This is either an ominous or cool architectural choice. Hard to say. My money is on cool. Looks like a cubic pyrite.
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
There doesn't seem to be anything of interest here. No fine print. You're smart. You can read.
Logic. And then we try again.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. There is no loophole. The simple truth is, the current residents are going to lose their street access, and for the next 12 to 40 months, their lives will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door.
Okay, point of the photocopy. These people are going to have to move away. Can we do something about it? The noise will be tough on the villagers, but I guess that's just the cost of progress.
Once the construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even the most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this. After that, they'll sell their property for cheap and move out.
I should have seen it.
Lieutenant frowns as he reads over the document again.
Evrard probably has eyes on us, but we could try to get other people to sign this instead of those listed. Or you could forge their signatures yourself. By the time he finds out, we'll already be gone.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the youth center cuts into the ocean.
Alright, can we tell her more about this?
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer? Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
Got drunk apparently and drove it in the sea.
This calls for a funeral, if you ask me.
You suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage? No, that's sense of sentimentality. Sentimentality. Inanimate objects don't have souls. Actually, in the middle of a murder investigation right now.
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
Odd thought. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gottwaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
I get attached definitely not to things.
Oh yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
Maybe we don't do More frivolous side activities like rejuvenate the doomed commercial area, or let's focus on the things we can actually do, right?
Absolutely. Things like what, for example?
I like her.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him. This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
Explains the other one. Explains the other one. Tongue still lolling out of his mouth.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Maybe there's some kind of reason why they're laughing. An interesting reason, somehow tied to the case. The boy stops laughing and looks at his toes. Oh, okay. So now he's shy. Now he's not talking, just wobbling around like he's afraid of something. You will never get an answer. That's how it is with these little idiots.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Tools, pry bar. Get this open. We did it.
Hello, mister. Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Yeah, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything. Bye!
Can we take that? Alright, can I interact this? Wait, hold on. Interface.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope, a 12 to 40 month construction period, and the zoning plan in the addendum.
I mean, we can take it, but we shouldn't. Run back over here.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind of?
Alright, let's see if we can find the guy. Water runs from the west, source upstream, broken pipe. Press Eden letters, read Mazut. Rear tire of a motor carriage, adorns these roads. I think it said reads, actually. Quick travel. Kick drum pulse. Music is coming from somewhere on the ice. Goldfish huddle around the fence post. Warrior drawbridge that can only be lowered from the other side. Feel a shadow of a very large building fall on you. Sign reads Saint Brune, 1147. Dusty pews in the shadows seem to be missing. Seriously, why can't I look at the freaking map? Headphone smash receiver looks like someone hung up too hard.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Pick up the handset.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Machine is operable. Random number. We don't need to do that. Phone must have worked hard and smashed the plastic dome. Imagine why calls become terrible sometimes. Buzz, hum, electricity flows through the wires with audible power.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
Might be a clue.
You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jacket?
Could have been multiple seagulls.
Me neither.
You should still take it.
No. Not while it's active. Point upper weighing machine has been used for a decade. Some glasses. Makeup B-nose prescription lenses. Vagrants have recently painted their tarp red. Water drips from it. Makeshift roof. Vagrants try to make the boardwalk habitable. Tarp will keep. Now neither rain, nor snow, nor wind. Don't have a whole lot of time. Open and empty.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
Isn't it just the rotting fish?
Don't be naive.
What is it then?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. It is death. It must be. The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Careful, these floors are rotten and weak.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper. In the trash, 2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
The lieutenant looks in the can, eyes watering from the smell.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness. Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Now, this makes partying look bad. Still, don't let it sway you. You're responsible. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief. There's some tear. 2 and no, there's more.
A tragedy.
I better not pick them up.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
Lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Search his pockets, apparently.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine, or 1.5 of spirits. Or maybe it was just dark. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just this one at the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him. A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us.
He looks at 2 other bottles near the coin-operated viewer, and your yellow plastic bag.
I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
True. It feels disrespectful.
Oh, also gets to the crime scene.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall. The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too?
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario, even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Leave real quick. Look at the library card.
The library card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased, or his family member.
Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours, 900 to 1800.
We should first decide what to do with the body before taking any other actions. Let's take another look at the body and talk things through.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Okay. Next. I am so worried about time.
A man lies on the boardwalk.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
You look south the way you came.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad. This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking again.
What we're witnessing here is the demise of a great party beast. A leather jacket, an empty vodka bottle. Kiss your fingers. Looks like another old drunkard to me. I think leveling him as an alcoholic is pretty premature. Don't know anything yet. I don't feel like this is the right way to go about it, but it is true.
Well, at least you're not married.
The lieutenant points at the ring in the man's left hand, flesh around it, swollen and gray.
Or, what if you are?
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk. Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk is dangerous. All this feels rhetorical.
Oh yes.
What about alcohol poisoning, liver
Some
failure?
symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body. From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Hold on, what about field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Yes, but isn't that kind of sloppy?
Maybe, but we don't really have much time or resources to spare. The guys at processing will take care of the rest.
In this case for the station, I want to spend time on it. Don't take the case. Don't need some time to decide how I want to solve this case. If we found him, we should finish this case. Finish.
Alright, we've already examined the library card. Let's call the Jamrock Library for my kinema. See if we can learn anything about this Billy Méjean. And while we're there, we should also call the station. Let them know that we are taking the case.
An operative viewer has been out the order for years. Moonshine probably smells like tasty fermentation. Cars cover these long, dusty windows.
And
Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
One man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinaise? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kituragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Nice to meet you.
You and Kim know each other? Hold on,
Yes,
hypertext?
Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
He's just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean anything.
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall. No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his worm-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into Worms lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
Great, thank you for all the interesting information. What's so fascinating about an empty old building?
But it's not just any empty old building.
Raises his hand to his eyes. Springtime sun warming his handsome face. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you.
What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Felt Electrical. And Felt, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn-of-the-century cybernetics boom.
Hold on. What's R&D?
Look at the building looming over you. Wait, what's an R&D department?
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
Miles Bradley laughs, lines around his eyes.
You're probably more familiar with RTD, Research and Technological Development.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either. This man is a bookhead. It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
He adjusts his suit jacket.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve? I'm mixing my metaphors here.
What was that ace?
It was here in Martinaise, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape computer. An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution, revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer. Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN and ZAM, haven't achieved yet.
He grins, admiring the sentence he just produced.
Indeed. What?
The revolution!
The boy wipes his nose on his sleeve.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes. possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins.
He pauses, pointing to the other buildings, then continues.
All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D.
So you're saying that Feld Electric built this boardwalk? What happened to the engineers, the company people? What did the revolutionaries do with those advanced tape computers? How do those tape computers work? They work like radio computers.
Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the war.
A pleasure wheel?
The lieutenant looks wistfully at the horizon, as if picturing gondolas rising to the sky.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. They had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans. Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers, they used them for military communications, but also to write and send out press releases, the most notorious example being Le Decret de Mars.
What was that? I'm guessing some kind of
What's
propaganda.
the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created Commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02. It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
I mean, same.
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant. Exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware. "10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Humpty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje. It raised the same questions, and we had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Juice joined the team, trying to..."
Wait, did he just say Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center?
Yeah.
He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, like it's the most natural thing in the world. What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced? This is all ninsy-pinsy garbage for sissy people.
The Humpty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Arts. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to... In fact, I'm not. The Humpty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
He clears his throat, which was actually heard that time. Nice. Oh, it doesn't take that long to do. I don't have a skill point for it. Dang.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, fragile even. One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
Made of black film and folding tape structures.
Cool.
Very, very cool. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionary setting fire to this precious device. but so they did. The felt playback experiment vanished into the fires of '07.
Yeah, why they
Who
destroyed it?
knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype. Nothing but debris and ashes remain inside that building.
He takes a step back. The boardwalk creaks mournfully in the wind. And I saw that.
But of course, what else? No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikael here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Yeah, I sure did get talked at.
You see a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, Tomorrow is just a whisper away.
Yep, tomorrow's just a whisper away.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
The lieutenant raises the collar of his bomber jacket. Guess they are paired.
Hello
I can't
again.
just talk to the kid. Money. Another power box. And it charges nothing now. It's empty. This blocks the path. Away from here. Whoa. Money.
Yes?
Sylvie jokes. Roy mentioned us. Other one. Alright. I have no problem saying that word, but
what's left of your frontal cortex,
yeah, it gets frowned on.
but no compelling explanation.
Yes?
Logic. Okay. I would like this, please. No, we're booking it. There they are. Buggy log smell of ignition
Hello,
fluid.
I'm Gary. How do you do, officer? Yellow man. I mean, officer.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man. Interesting. This is something to ask him about, after a little probing first.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization. I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Degenerates have been trained to identify the slightest hint of degeneracy by the preeminent authority on it. Drunks and degenerates, that's my crew, so I think I might be a drunk or a degenerate, maybe even both. Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink.
Dark times will do that to good men.
He nods gravely, then shifts his gaze to the pile of soggy logs at his feet. Do you know anything about the man hanging behind the whirling in rags? Is this your mug? You're surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Itsurai.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next races will be a really good one?
Think so. Sorry, as you know, I've been having memory problems. No, I actually remember.
Well, this is that racist.
Ah, yes, our lucky racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Yes, what are they doing in that deal they're scheming? You have a problem with Sealites? Lieutenant is a native of Revachol.
Oh, yes. Of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
Is this your mug?
My mug? Why would you think that?
The Yellow Man, that's not something many people go around saying. It seemed as if you were calling it longingly when you cried Yellow Man. I can see you recognize it, it's in your eyes. Yeah, you look like the kind of guy who might have a collection of mugs like this. Home in his colonial mug collection.
Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone.
Alright, I believe you. You look like the kind of man who knows it's a crime to lie to an officer. Still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching?
Okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer.
He pauses.
You're not going to find me, are you?
Gary just wants some information.
Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again.
Well, hold on. It became crypto-fascist? Fascist? Was it always like that? I was not paying attention to the full title. I just saw crypto and zoned out.
I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info.
How did you get into the trash
I
container?
know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Why didn't you get into everyone's trash? Well, I mean, bugs.
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
Well, yeah, go ahead. Explain.
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Yes, what happened? Okay, then what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
He changes his mind mid-sentence.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
The lieutenant remarks drolly.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of
How was that?
clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before.
What sound?
A clink I heard when you just moved.
Really?
Hands are slowly, and this time his motions are soundless.
There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them. Tambourines and condom wrappers, plastic and glass bottles, the smell of decay.
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it. I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
Don't be so relieved yet, Gary. This bad cop may have been in your apartment, admiring your mug collection. Perhaps a little intimidation?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
And so here you live.
Sure do, officer.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Mr. Everard?
Blood drains from his face. Yes, and he insists I open the door to your apartment.
So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
Looks him around, whispering. He makes sure no one hears you talk. Relax, Everett doesn't like the article you wanted to write. Don't write it and it'll be fine. Honestly, I feel bad about it. The article you wanted to write, don't let it dissuade you from writing it. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but he doesn't like you. Try not to shit yourself, Gary. It's just an open door. Yeah, I feel bad about it.
The article about the businesses? How does he know? No way in hell I'm writing it now. Tell him I'm silent as the grave. I won't cause any more trouble. I'll be Mr. Cooperation. The union doesn't have to worry about me. They're honest vacholiers. Honest men.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. Has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door-opening operation.
I told you everything I know, sir. I'm truly sorry for the mug, but I have nothing to do with that.
Is he? He's looking comfortable enough. Maybe it was just beads. Sounded like beads. But what kind of beads might a man like Gary be hiding beneath his clothes?
I don't pray, officer. Faith in non-existent helpers is a sign of weakness. Not for...
Yeah, whatever. Cage carefully constructed again. This is the man.
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officers.
Must be more the
To
cryptologist.
what do I owe the pleasure?
NSME should have been really worried about you. Waiting for you to get back.
Of course. Thank you for passing along the message. That damn water lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the A81.
Yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage. But it's fixed now. You can go back.
You broke the water lock with a motor carriage? But there was a billboard in the canal. Not a vehicle. It said Samaran Butter.
No, it was on me. It caused your delay. Sorry, we can return now. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. If you see Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
Here he fastens a bit of netting that has come loose in the wind.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks south where Lena would be. I'm gonna try again.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
Really? She's sighted the plasma?
Yes.
Basement?
That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
He coughs, then continues.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Maybe you could go back to the whirling, warm up, come back and check on the traps later?
No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
No, of course not. Why? Well, he's been a little unenthusiastic about the trip. More so than usual. That's understandable. He just wants to get home and warm up. I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
All in with this cryptid shit. I'm hooked. He also my method, and I am its scion. But just detective work similar.
Indeed. Both require a great deal of research, attention to detail, and, above all, persistence. There
I
are
need to
4
take a
in
break.
total. One
But
is
I
to the
wanna
south,
keep going for
on
once.
this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there, on your way to the old radio tower, after the church. The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them,
Gestures to the trap in front of him.
you should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid than sorry.
That seems like a lot. Do we really have time for this extracurricular venture?
Well, aren't you having fun?
Even relative to examining a week-old corpse, I'm not sure mucking about in the reeds qualifies as fun. But have it your way, detective.
If you think it's important, you have been right before.
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight. That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite
Mine's
potent.
south.
Will last you about a week. Wise choice.
He douses you with the odd-smelling spray and then gives you a satisfied nod.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
Looks like the lieutenant of this thing that puts the spray back in his pocket.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help. Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, You'll have time for that later, too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it.
Dang it.
Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there?
Yep.
And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case. It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defences that allow it to interfere with animal perception, impeding pattern recognition, confusing the visual cortex. But I cannot describe how these defences work, much less how they evolved, without studying a live specimen.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
He leaves the conclusions up to you.
Seems puny, to be honest.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career. But to study it and its defences, find out how it stayed hidden so long.
Would be glory itself.
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts. Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
I know it's real.
The cryptozoologist says brusquely. I don't know. Enough that he seems taken aback by it.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition. There was a credible sighting here recently. A pair of teenagers described a creature that matched the Insulindian phasmid to an uncanny degree, despite not knowing what it was themselves. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore. I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
Oh, an actual failure in this.
Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions.
This is arousing no special feelings in me. Pretty clever.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
There's nothing dispassionate about the way he talks about the insect.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick. Yes.
He says with some pride.
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
What are you using as bait?
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm. A meat-eating stick insect? Does it pretend to be the reeds as part of its ambush behavior? This seems unlikely.
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought.
The traps do seem to be deftly and thoughtfully constructed. It's clear the cryptozoologist's wife knows what she's doing.
Yes. What? I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up, if you prod a little.
Ever discovered a cryptid? So you're living out your childhood dream?
No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid's primary quality. It's even in the name, cryptid. Of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items long, about 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery, refutation, and data collection.
Okay. I'll stop working for a second there.
The Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Hugo Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With cryptids, most cryptids are hoaxes or they are never found. That does not mean we should stop searching.
I'm just kind of blowing smoke up their ass, I guess.
Indeed.
We just want him to get home. They don't want to. I don't want them to say, "You don't believe in
every
this."
paper in the world will report on it, from Revachol to Duchantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
The hair on your arms stand up. Electricity. Sounds like reeds hissing. He has clearly done his math on this. There is no surprising him or swaying his opinion.
It's not child's play, just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often. Yes?
Hello again. Very generous of you to help us out, officer. I can't wait.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
He's got the porcelain on his chest.
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles, stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
The gleaming white ceramics shine underneath. The thin layer of interlocking plates covers his gaunt torso.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
No, you've got explaining to do.
Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling.
Looks at his feet.
So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
He shakes his head.
It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions.
And why'd you lie to me? You know what? Who killed?
I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word. I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore. Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you, but...
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later.
Doesn't muster up the strength to yell.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat. But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Are we done here? Hey, Gary.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again. I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my word.
You can go ahead and do that. Don't care what happens to him. Aim threshold, volition, -1 empathy though.
We'll be on our way soon. Thank you again for lending
Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, as I said, I kind of want to take a break, so we're gonna stop here. I guess next time I'm gonna be looking for the freaking bug cages. All right. So supposed to be doing northeast of the Feld building. Oh wow, we got a lot of information over here. Just wish I had the map. We got a lot of running around to do, I think. Let's see. Oh God, I forgot about this. We gotta call him again about the armor. We gotta do. Okay. Check traps. Get signatures. Probably gonna forge them. Talk to Avart. After that, get our... Call the station again. Might hold off on the badge thing. And we gotta pay for our room. Even though we do have another option of just staying in this area. Which, you know, that would save us money, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't. Yeah, that's gonna be it for now. So, if anyone's watching, thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good one.